A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak. That's right. This is the month of Ramadan. I was doing a video and the video got cut short. I don't know why. I guess it was basically it was the signal. It was a 11-minute video, but it got cut short. So I'm gonna make that part one, and this is part two, a continuation of that 11-part video. Now, I don't talk about celebrity gossip on my channel because I know that talk about celebrity gossip is gossiping. And as a righteous man, as a righteous woman, you don't supposed to gossip. I don't care if you Muslim or not, you don't supposed to be gossip and backbiting. But people make this as a way of life, as an income of backbiting. And this is what they do. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to talk about somebody, right, or if you're going to talk about an act somebody have done, at least back it up with scriptures and let the people know that you don't supposed to do that. Not just outwardly talking about people and backbite people and gossiping, especially during the month of Ramadan. Especially during the month of Ramadan, laughing at people misfortune and mishabits and stuff like that, right? You don't supposed to be laughing at people misfortune and doing wrong to people during this month of Ramadan or any month. You don't supposed to be doing that. Especially during this holy month of Ramadan, if you say that you are Muslim and you are a believer, you don't supposed to be doing these certain things because you know why? It takes away from your spirituality. It takes away from your spirituality, right? Now, to continue on into this video of Jim Jones. Now, I'm not going to show the video of Jim Jones, and I'm not going to show that. If you want to go and check and look at Jim Jones going haywire, being upset, smashing the door, kicking the door in of his studio, you can go watch that somewhere else. I'm not going to sit here and support another brother that came from nothing and created him and created himself into something. And all of us go through that. All of us go through that with the help of the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything existing. Seeing someone going through so much struggle and so much turmoil in their life, right? He comes from drugs and guns and a block that was shooting and murders and killed. We all came from that. To see this man and to see this brother and the individual descendant of Abel to uplift his life, right, is amazing, right? Do he have a pretty and nice past? No, none of us do. But none of us do. None of us have a no pretty past. We didn't come from a silver spoon or nothing like that. We all came from what? Turmoil, struggle, constant generation curses that's upon us. Our mothers and fathers are using drugs. We seen people use drugs. We seen people sell drugs and everything else. This is where we come from, right? And I'm not going to sugarcoat that. And coming from that and uplifting your life through that and making yourself something out into the public, that's amazing. So Jim Jones, Fabulous, Dave East, Mano, they got a podcast, right? They added into the studio where that is a benefit for the youth. For the youth, the city don't have nothing. They don't have things like that. They don't have technology like that. They do, but they only have it for people that have a lot of money, that is rich, that is well off. A lot of us is not well off or rich. The only thing that we have is our talent, right? And our gift that is gifted upon us from the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence. To see him kick in his door, to see that his dreams that he created and procreated in his mind to bring it to the public and everything else go down the drain is because he is putting into his dreams, right? And him not paying the rent. This is all wrong. We all been that way. We all been that way, going back and forth, right? And I'm gonna keep it real with you, going back and forth to the welfare, asking for one-shot deals and everything else. We came from that and been through that and went through that. So now that you upgrade your life to a better space, we looking at each other to knock each other down and determine each other instead of to put into his idea. Yo, listen, you know what? Here go 10,000. Here go 20,000. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's the one that's up living this life in the city, that's trying to help the youth out. They dreams and everything else with that podcast and with that and with that warehouse. Who else is doing it? Ain't nobody else is doing it, but we sit there and point the fingers at and laugh at him. Laugh at him as he going through pain and everything else, seeing that his dreams and everything else go down the drain and being evicted. That's not cool. In this during the month of Ramadan, and we sit here and say that we righteous and that we believe in the Creator and everything else, but this is the opposite. And you backbiting during the month of Ramadan. You backbiting. You backbiting during the month of Ramadan. Gossiping. When is this going to stop? When is this going to stop? For anyone to be backbiting everything else during the month of Ramadan, you should be reading the Quran, you should be reading the scriptures, you should be helping someone out during the month of Ramadan. Not gossiping, right, about somebody's misfortune. That's not cool. Where the righteousness at that? Where the consciousness at that? Where is it? I don't see you upholding Islam. I don't see you upholding righteousness. That's anybody. Anybody during this month of Ramadan. Anybody. I don't care if you Muslim or not. You're supposed to be fasting. You're supposed to be fasting. Because he said all people during this time supposed to be fasting. Not just Muslim or believers. Everybody supposed to be fasting during this month. Everybody. Everybody. So to sit here and to gossip and to talk about this man's misfortunes is wrong. It's wrong. This is part 2. Talking about Jim Jones and laughing and talking and saying the N-word nigga. Yo, this is bad, man. This is bad. This is bad, man. And I'm not the perfect person, but I know and understand that we got to uplift our life. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to try. We got to try. For fame, fortune, and riches, life such as squad, lights, cameras, and action, we doing this for? Where's the loyalty at? Where the honesty at? Where's the love? Where's the worship of the Alpha Omegas at? Where is it at? Where is it? You know what? You know where it's at? In the garbage. In the trash. That's where it's at when it comes to these individuals. And that could be anybody. That's not right, man. And I'm going to pray for this brother that he get the money. Where the people who's helping him at? Where they at? I don't care what he did in his past. It's what he's doing right now. It's what he's doing right now. If you're not going to help him and you're not going to do anything to help the future out, you should be quiet. You should be quiet. You should be quiet. If you're not going to give 10,000 and you know, people talk about, I got money, I got this, I got that. If you're not going to give the money to help him out, then you should be quiet. Now, if you did, that's my bad. That's with anybody. Any of these YouTubers on here, help him out. You can't give $1. You can't give donation, anybody. That's wrong. I don't think that this should be a content or video that you should be talking about. You should be like, you know what? Yo, I'm making this content, Jim Jones. Here go $5,000 towards your rent, towards your podcast, towards your studio. Because I know I couldn't do it, so I know you doing it. Here goes some money. I'm doing it because the blessings. I'm doing it because the blessings. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. And this is bad. And this is what we do. We tear each other down on these podcasts. We tear each other down on YouTube. We tear each other down. When is it going to end? When is it going to stop? When is it going to gossip going to stop? When is the gossip is going to stop? When? When? So this is part two. This is part two of Jim Jones. Of Jim Jones. That's going to be the title. Let me talk to you, Jim Jones. That is going to be the title. Let me talk to you, Jim Jones. That's part one and part two. If I had billions of dollars, Jim Jones, I would have gave you 5 million. I would have gave you 5 million because you're doing something not only for yourself, even though it's going to benefit yourself, but you're doing something for the children and the youth, knowing that there's nothing going on in New York. You see what they just did. They went over there and tore up the mall in Bay Plaza. They tore it up and destroyed property because they have nothing to do. They got all that talent. They got all them gifts to give to the world, but nobody is not added into them. They just subtracting from them by putting these drugs, by putting weed, trapping for sneakers and wearing everything else. They don't care about their talent. They don't care. They want to see them in the afterlife. They want to see them organ donors. They want to see them in these jails and these concentrate camps. And how I'm feeling is how I'm feeling. A lot of these podcasters and these YouTubers is on that vibe. Because you wouldn't be laughing or joking. You wouldn't be making videos about that. For Lights, Shades, and Scribes and Lights, Cameras, and Action. You'll be making videos. You know what? I'm helping the brother. I'm helping him. And this is the month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan, you're supposed to give. You're supposed to help. Not laugh and backbite and gossip about somebody. That's wrong. That is wrong. So Jim Jones, I love you, bro. Keep doing what you do. I'm going to pray for you. Actually, I'm going to pray for you right now, Jim Jones. I'm going to pray for you. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Oh, Alpha, Omega, the Creator and everything in existence. If it be in your will, if it be in your mercy, if it be in just you having the vibe with all of your creation, Alpha, Omega, the Creator and everything in existence. You have a brother named Jim Jones. You have a brother named Fabulous. You have a brother named Day East. You have a brother named Mano. They are making a warehouse for all of the children that's oppressed and depressed in the city of New York. They are talented. They are gifted. They have nowhere to go to express their talent and their gifts. Jim Jones and his counterparts is helping the city out, bridging the gap to helping the children out, to stop becoming organ donors, but stop becoming shooters, but stop killing one each other, stop going into these plantations in jail. Alpha, Omega, the Creator and everything in existence. Can you please help? Can you please help Jim Jones out? Give him the money. Give him the funds that he desperately needs to help the future out, to help all the people all out around the world. Give it to him, Alpha, Omega, the Creator and everything existing. This is the month of Ramadan. With your help and with your guidance, please help all of us all around the world. And this is what you do. This is what you do. You be the example, not laughing at nobody, misfortune, not laughing at people turmoil, not laughing at people struggles, not laughing at none of that. This is what you do. You pray and you hope and you go forth. So Jim Jones, that's my prayer. And I hope and pray that the Alpha, Omega, the Creator and everything existing will help you. Peace, peace, peace.